We start our report with a reminder that FBI Director Christopher Wray was right when he described the rise of political violence in this country as, quote, almost a 365-day phenomenon. Police in Albuquerque, New Mexico, arrested a failed Republican candidate for the state house named Solomon Pena Monday night in connection with a series of drive-by shootings. Authorities describe him as the leader of a politically motivated conspiracy targeting the homes of Democratic lawmakers. CBS News' Scott MacFarlane has more.
Solomon Pena, just 3 months ago, was a candidate for the New Mexico State House, championing himself as a MAGA Republican. Tonight, he's under arrest, accused of targeting Democratic officials because he was unhappy with his loss in November, which he falsely argued was fraud.
This was about a right-wing radical, an election denier who was arrested today, and someone who did the worst imaginable thing you can do when you have a political disagreement, which is turn that to violence.
Pena allegedly hired 4 accomplices to fire bullets into the homes of 2 high-profile Democratic state legislators and 2 county commissioners, according to police. One was Adrian Barboa, who found evidence of gunfire after returning home from Christmas shopping.
My home was shot right through my front door 4 times, out my back window, right through my living room and kitchen, right where I had just been playing only hours before with my brand new grandbaby.
Pena confronted at least 2 of the 4 targets at their homes just weeks earlier, after the election. He said in so many words, at your home, don't certify this election.
He said, I want results now. And he was definitely aggressive.
In their report, police say photos show Pena with one of the alleged accomplices, and that individual with multiple guns and ammunition, and that Pena paid one of the shooters $500. The police report says Pena was unhappy with one of the shootings and asked the shooters to be more aggressive, to shoot lower into the houses, and to do so earlier in the evening when targets would less likely be laying down. New Mexico House Speaker Javier Martinez, whose home was also targeted, was born in Mexico.
That is a place where politics and journalism can actually get you killed. I would have never thought that that could be the case in my own country here.
And Scott MacFarlane joins me now from Capitol Hill. This is nuts, Scott. But it's not the only nutty thing. Of course, there were lots of people who believe the same things about the election who were in Washington on January 6th. So there are some high-profile figures in that January 6th riot case that are facing trial this week. Who are they and what's important about their cases?
John, you're right. That really struck me as the rhetoric seems so symmetrical to what we heard after 2020, that it was rigged, that there were irregularities, all of that baseless. For the January 6 prosecutions, which 2 years and 2 weeks later are really hitting a peak this week, there are 2 seditious conspiracy trials underway right now. One goes to closing arguments tomorrow. The second group of accused Oath Keeper seditious conspiracy defendants, a group of Proud Boys, is on trial this week as well. In both cases, John, the Justice Department's trying to notch a few more seditious conspiracy convictions, the highest level charge. But also, a man named Richard Barnett is on trial. Could be testifying in his own defense later this week. John, you'll recall, he's the man who had his feet on Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office desk and allegedly took her mail and left a vulgar note.
Okay, Scott, we're going to switch gears now. I want to ask you about the debt limit. The Treasury Secretary has said the U.S. government will hit the debt ceiling on Thursday. We know that the Biden White House is essentially taking the posture the Obama White House took in 2013, which is, we're not going to negotiate. What has the response been from the Republicans?
Oh, the parallels are haunting, John. The same political complexion exists in the Capitol right now as did a decade ago when we came so close to breaching the debt ceiling, the stock market and the economy got rattled. Democrat in the White House, Democrats controlling the Senate, and Republicans controlling the U.S. House. Same dynamic now. Only difference is this time, the Republicans in the U.S. House have more of those farther right Freedom Caucus members who say they want to exact concessions before raising the debt ceiling. John, the White House says we don't negotiate over this. If you do so, that's dangerous, setting a precedent for future debt ceiling crises. And that's where we are. 48 hours before we hit the limit. The Treasury Department will buy some time, some weeks or some months, by moving some money around. But the two sides aren't really talking to each other. John, they're talking past each other.
And very quickly, Republicans have chosen those who will sit on the House Oversight Committee. Any names jump out to you?
Marjorie Taylor Greene will be on the House Oversight Committee. Paul Gosar of Arizona on the same committee. Both are election deniers who used rhetoric on their social media platforms and speeches that denied the results of the 2020 election. They are now in the majority on the committee, John, that oversees all of the federal government.
Scott MacFarlane on Capitol Hill. Thank you so much, Scott.